Queridos amigos, muy buenos días. Gracias por estar con nosotros en su programa Café con Leche, la voz de los latinos en América. Estamos transmitiendo desde hermosa 1470M, 96.9 FM, caféconlecheradio.com. Les habla Lilia Galindo y me acompaña Dennis Anderson de High Desert Medical Group. Él es un trabajador social con licencia y vamos a darle la bienvenida. Good morning, Dennis. How are you?
Good morning, Lilia. I am well, I am healthy, so I am happy.
I'm so glad. Do you know that we are a little bit concerned for the cases that we are seeing again in the Antelope Valley, in Palmdale and
Yes.
Lancaster? And tell us a little bit, what do you know about that?
Well, that is correct. We had about 160 new cases last week
Wow.
in Lancaster, and we had about 190 new cases last week in Palmdale, and that is up a bit. But more to the point, uh, what you were just talking about, to our conversation of a few minutes ago, the Surgeon General of the United States yesterday, this is Dr. Vivek Murthy, the Surgeon General said there is reason to be hopeful that people who receive the single shot Johnson & Johnson are experiencing good protection against this new thing called the Delta variant. And we can talk about the Delta variant a little bit and the Antelope Valley, because I'm very interested in that conversation, Lilia.
Perfecto. Let me translate, ¿eh?
Okay.
Bueno, amigos, como ustedes saben, el problema del COVID no se ha resuelto todavía y se está viendo un repunte en algunos de los casos. Nos está hablando Dennis Anderson que se han reportado 160 nuevos casos en la ciudad de Lancaster y 190 en la ciudad de Palmdale. Y hace rato estábamos teniendo una conversación acerca de los que nos vacunamos con Johnson & Johnson, si era necesario que nos pusiéramos otra vacuna, pero dice que el cirujano general ha dicho que también los que tenemos Johnson & Johnson estamos protegidos contra la variante Delta. Tell us a little bit about that variant. Why is so different? Or why is so infectious?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Please let me explain. When we say Delta variant of COVID, what it means is this was the kind of COVID that happened in India.
Mm-hmm.
And the COVID infection in India, now called the Delta variant, spread very quickly. India says that they have 333,000 deaths. But
say that again, 300?
The government of India says they have about 330 million, 330,000 deaths from this Delta variant. But it is actually believed by the World Health Organization that the numbers are more like a million, like 1 million deaths. What that means is the Delta variant from India that is now all over the United States, it's in all 49 states here on the continent, is very infectious. It's very contagious. We do not know that it is more deadly, but it is very contagious. And that's why I want to get back to the discussion of masks and vaccination after you translate for our audience.
Ok, estamos hablando de la variante del COVID-19, que es una mutación del virus, y ahora este virus se llama Delta. Este se originó en India, y el problema con este virus es que se contagia muy rápidamente, se extiende el contagio muy rápidamente. India está hablando que han tenido 330,000 muertes, pero se cree que han sido más de 1 millón de muertes. Y obviamente este virus ya está aquí en los Estados Unidos, en varios estados. Okay, you can continue, please.
So what that means right here in the Antelope Valley, and for all of us here in Los Angeles County, now my information is put together over the last week or so, and what we understand is when our information is behind us a week, that there already are more things that are happening now. But I do want to say this. the Delta variant cases that turned up in Los Angeles County within the last couple of weeks, 123 Delta cases. 49 were from here in the Antelope Valley,
Wow.
half, almost half from the Antelope Valley. But also, 14 of those cases came from one household, one family. So what that means is it is very contagious. And that's why we want to talk about the subject of vaccination again. And I want to explain a little more about that.
Ok. Aquí en el Antelope Valley ya saben también, ya se han detectado casos Delta. El condado de Los Ángeles reportó 123 casos y de esos 23, 49 están localizados en el Valle del Antílope, lo cual es casi el 50% de los casos. De esos, es importante notar que 14 de esos casos vinieron de una sola familia, los que viven en una sola casa, por lo que se concluye que es un virus sumamente contagioso. You can continue. So,
sí, perdón. What the real issue is vaccination, because it is the people who are not vaccinated who are getting infected. It is the people who are not vaccinated who are getting sick. Do you know, Lilia, that since December of 2020 until June of 2021, this last 6 months, that more than 98% of the people who have gone to hospital have no vaccination. 98.5% of the people who have died did not have vaccination. Now, one reason this concerns me, and this is our Antelope Valley concern, only 50% of our Latino populations have vaccination now here in the Antelope Valley. Even less African American have vaccination in the Antelope Valley. And this means they're unprotected. And they are unprotected at the very moment that we have a more contagious example of COVID. So this is why vaccination is important.
Nos está diciendo Denis cómo el problema de la vacuna es, el problema del COVID-19 es realmente de las personas que no se han puesto la vacuna, porque son los que están siendo infectados y luego enferman. Dicen, desde diciembre del 2020 hasta junio del 2021, el 98% de las personas que estuvieron en el hospital eran personas que no se habían vacunado. Lo mismo, el 98.5% de las personas que murieron era porque no estaban vacunadas. Así es que la preocupación es que aproximadamente 50% de los latinos viviendo en el Valle del Antílope todavía no se vacunan y hay también menos afroamericanos, lo que los expone y expone a toda la comunidad a un problema mayor. Do you know, yesterday I was talking with the owner of a small shop that I was asking him if he's Hispanic, did you already get your vaccine? And he said no. And I said, why? Because, do you know, I have too much work and I don't want to close my business because it's the only business that is in the Antelope Valley and people need me. And I say, yeah, but you know, we can wait for your vaccine because otherwise you are going to get sick and you are going to die and then we are not going to have anybody. Just put something there that say, I'm sorry, I have to protect my clients and I have to protect myself. I'm going to take some days for my vaccine, because he was very concerned about the side effects.
Okay. Well, let's talk about that for a minute, because you give a good example. For your friend with the shop who says, I don't have time, do you have time to go to the hospital? Do you have time to die? Because if you want to stay out of the hospital, and if you want to stay out of the lowering numbers now of people who are dying, but they are dying every day, you need the vaccination. And to get the vaccination here in the Antelope Valley will take you less than 1 hour. You go to the Antelope Valley Fairground during business hours, they will get you in and out in 20 minutes. If you need another, you don't even need an appointment time. If you need to go after work go over to the Oasis Water Park at Drytown on Avenue S in Palmdale, or go to the Antelope Valley Transit Center where the buses and the Metrolink come. It will take you less than 1 hour, and then you will be safe. So right now in Lancaster, the doctors told the Lancaster City Council last week that only 50% of Lancaster people have vaccination. We need more than that. But the people who are vaccinated have a great deal of protection. You do, Lilia, and so do I.
I'm so glad. Bueno, pues amigos, me estaba diciendo, bueno, lo que yo te aconsejaría que le dijeras a tu amigo del lugar, del pequeño negocio que no quiere cerrar porque está preocupado por el trabajo que tiene, dice, bueno, entonces sí tienes tiempo para ir fuera del hospital y para vacunarte. Dice, menos de 1 hora te tardas, 20 minutos, así es que pueden ir al Oasis Water Park después de las horas de trabajo y en menos de 1 hora van a estar listos. 50% de Lancaster se han vacunado solamente. Dennis, time is gone so fast. I'm so sorry. I will talk to you later. Es so,
we will.
So important. Gracias.
Hasta luego.
Adiós. Bye. Vamos a un corte y regresamos.